right, what's up, everybody? Today is the finale. It is not gonna be a speed build today. I am simply showing you guys what I've been doing since the last episode. So, as you know, we finished this area that you can see on the screen right now. Last episode. This was the final place of interest on the map that we had to do, and everything else was kind of just refining and filling in the blanks and stuff. And I did record some videos of me doing them to make a speed build, one extra episode, but I just figured that I'd rather just cut to the chase and show you guys the final product. So here's the plan. This video is just going to be an overview of everything I've worked on since the last one, which is kind of a lot actually, and I'll just describe and explain what exactly I've been doing, what the thought process behind all of it was, right? And then the next episode is going to be a trailer. I am going to edit a full-blown trailer for this, and I will then be putting that on some social media for the world to see. And if anybody has this game still installed on their PC, they can come check it out. And then I'll release a gameplay with commentary of the level. And last but not least, well, that's actually everything. That is actually everything. And also, by the way, this is the first time I'm doing this format. I am recording this as I'm doing it, so this is not like pre-recorded and recorded like my voice after. Like, I'm just recording all together right now. So if there's any mistakes, that's why. But yeah, let me mute this. I just realized that's going on in the background. Whoops. But yeah, so I'm gonna release a trailer, I'm gonna release a gameplay, and then this is just kind of the finale, the overview of the whole level. Since we last spoke, I've just done everything. The level is basically completed at this point. I have really nothing else to do. I've play tested this for the last 3 days, just going in and just fixing every problem I could find, getting everything nice and detailed, yada yada yada. Like, I've just been going ham, and it's been taking a long time. About, like, I would say I put in another 20 hours since well, yeah, honestly, no, I would say more like 15. I put in like another 15 hours since the last episode, simply doing AI level testing and further detailing. So shall we begin? Last episode we did this was what we did. We did this whole like place of interest here, and I added some things to it. I can't exactly remember how I left it. I think I added these rocks in there, and I think I just kind of, just fixed up a couple things that were like missing around here. As you can see right here, we have AI in the game. These are some AIs. I can't wait to show you what like all the scripting and stuff looks like afterwards. But right now I just want to show you all the visual changes to the level. So we got AI standing around doing their things. This area looks mostly the same. As you can see right there, if you look closely, there's some like dust flying around. So yeah, I added a bunch of effects to the level as well. Some of them are hidden because I have too many effects on the level that some of them just don't work on the preview. But once you're in game, you'll be able to see them. But as you can see, there's some like moths and insects flying around. We have dust blowing around. There's gonna be like leaves falling from the trees as well. Don't mind those guys floating. I don't know what's up with that. But then I guess I definitely did not do this last time. As you can see, this tunnel is now detailed. Not super detailed. I could probably add a couple more things in here, but I think for the most part it looks pretty good. It's a little empty, but I mean, it's a tunnel, and like they're supposed to be driving cars through here, so I think it should be empty. But as you can see, I put a little bit of work into it. I've made things look good. There's a decent amount of cover in here. It plays well. There's like this little checkpoint right here. that people will be standing and doing animations in. There's animation points for all the enemies, so if you're doing this stealthily, you'll be able to see them do different things. And then here's like the first gameplay alteration I did. So originally you were supposed to just go through this tunnel, and this was supposed to be a mountain. Like you really couldn't access the final place through this basically. But I felt like if players wanted to, they should be able to, because you know, where there's a will there's a way, and if people want to avoid this, they'll just go around there. And I felt like instead of having it not detailed, I might as well just put the work in and detail it at least a little bit, put some grass, some trees, and now there's this other path you could take. And if you take this path, there's a script that makes it so that these people in the tunnel start coming out here, so you're not just like missing out on the fight, you're not breaking the game essentially by taking this path. I also added this grass area and like deformation and stuff. So yeah, players want to, they can just avoid the tunnel altogether and take a little sideline route. There's also this little checkpoint right here where players will finally get like a big ass ammo box. Ooh. Don't mind me cursing. Okay, there's also this over here, which is basically just a little resting point, and there's going to be this big ammo box right here that players could pick up a full ammo. There's none of this anywhere else on the level, but I felt like since this was the basically the final stage of the level, I might as well just give players ammo and everything, because this is where like the most enemies are anyways. So I also gave them some grenades and a beautiful little M60 right here for them to just go ham with basically. Also a zip line that players can take from the top of the antenna tower that now has a little light on it. How cool is that? Moving on over here, you could see, I don't think I'd really changed too much over here. I believe it looks just about the same, but there's some AI here now. There's AI basically everywhere now in this level. And if we go on top of the tower, you can see that there is another zip line that takes you right down to the middle little security checkpoint thing with another little light on the other target location. I decided to do it like this because it's like subtle. Like if you notice, there's also one on this little water tower over here, because there's just one for every target location. So wherever there's a light, there's a target that you have to kill so that you can extract. So yeah, and then there's also, if you go all the way up here, if you go exploring, you will find a beautiful 50 cal sniper with some ammo. So you can really do some long range sniping if you so desire. Now, if you go down here, you will notice that, well, for starters, I don't think I changed anything here, but you do notice there's a little path coming through the level, or this little area. And if you go down this path, you will find some beautiful butterflies, and also a way from this little lookout point that I added a while back. So this area now has a little sniping position, and here you'll get a less good sniper than the one that's up on the tower, but you know, it's still a sniper. Just like I want there to be some type of progression through the level, so I guess I'll go through that later. But basically, yeah, it's like progression. Like this sniper is not too great. I didn't want people to have just like a one-tap sniper on their hands if they make it up here. But yeah, down there's a zip line that takes you down, and if you go up here, you will now be able to sneak into this base. And then this is one of the biggest changes I've made since then. Since the last episode, I added this whole entire section over here, which I think looks beautiful. It's one of my favorite like foliage areas that I've made. It's very orange and yellow. I used the little willow trees, or the willow bushes, to make this area, and I think it looks honestly really nice. If you remember how this looked before, this was all just rock, and this path was straight and it had a big rock right here. But I felt like it was a kind of annoying when I was playtesting that you had to like run up and around to get up there. So I just wanted to give players an extra option if they're like want to explore in any way. And there's also some pretty good loot here. There's an MG42. I put a really good gun here because I noticed that while playtesting, it's not super easy to find this location. Like, you're not really driven towards this like direction when playing the game. So like usually if you come up from the tunnel, which by the way, I added this, if you remember, there was just rocks here and you had to climb, but I felt like it wasn't really obvious to players when they came out here that they needed to climb that. So I also took off that ramp and I took out the boat that was down here. I just wanted to make things more simple and less like convoluted. I didn't want people to come to this area and be like, where do I go? Like, what am I supposed to do? So I just made it very simple. I gave them a nice path up here. And if you notice here, I also detailed this entire area and it looks beautiful. Another one of my favorite areas in the whole map. Put some boxes around, and inside of here, you have some armor, a medkit, a shotgun, and some arrows. And if you go up this path, and this is basically what I was getting to, is that you don't really go up here. Maybe players will. I mean, I'm just one person playtesting. It's not like I have a group of people playtesting for me, but I just noticed that like with my tendencies, I usually would just loot and then go this way to the right, and I'll go straight to the base. And when you do that, you end up going around and kind of just miss this whole thing. When I was designing this area, I wanted to put something that catches your eye, but nothing really looked good or like made sense. So I just added this tiny little shed that maybe catches somebody's eye if they're walking up here, they're just looking close. They might see it and be like, oh, I wonder what's over there. Get the loot, climb up, and sneak around to this little base right here. So yeah, this whole area has been changed. There's still this little area down here that doesn't have any value. I wanted to put like a little campsite or something, but honestly, I just didn't really think it was necessary. So I kind of just left it blank. And if players do come down to explore, I might put like some type of hidden thing down here. I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna release this tomorrow, so I'll just do some final touches, see what happens. But if you do come down here and you're like, well, where am I supposed to go now? There's a nice little grapple to get you right back on track into the little base. So besides that, I also detailed this whole area right here. Plenty of bushes. When you're fighting around, these are really helpful for stealth, because enemies will be patrolling the roads and they will probably come and get you from over here. And if you're coming down this way, you have some options. I put ledges right here for players to climb if they want to get the upper hand, or if they want to go in and sneak to the base that way, they could. Talking about this is also completely new. This definitely was not in the last episode, but before, if you remember, there was no path here. It was just straight and these were all just rocks. But I noticed while playtesting that if you climbed up this way before there was any detailing here, you got to a pretty close little spot to get onto this, watchtower. So I just decided to make it a new path. So players can now come in through this little angle right here and walk their way through this nice detailed little what is this? I gotta get rid of that. There you go. So now players can go through here and they can sneak up and kill the guy up here as well, and they could either jump. I just want to give players options, right? As you can see, there's just options everywhere. This is really like the philosophy behind what I was trying to do with this level. I just wanted to give people as many options as possible for how they want to tackle whatever they're doing, however they want to play. So you can either come up here and take over the tower, maybe find the target, which is over here, and kill them this way, or you can take the zip line that takes you all the way down to the fishing village, which is also all new and beautifully detailed with nice little red bushes as like the theme, red and palm. And these also are this is the only place where you'll find these bushes as well. So it's its own little biome. I think it looks really pretty. Honestly, I've been going crazy. As you can see, there's basically, I did like 2 recordings and it wasn't even all of the all of what I've been doing basically. So there was probably like 3 extra episodes of speed builds for this, but I really just want to grind it, and I think this is just more entertaining if I just tell y'all what I've been doing, because that was the last place of interest, and everything else has just been like filling in the blanks, like I said earlier. So this is all nice and detailed now, and this zip line will take you down to this fishing village where there will be some enemies, as well as this little interior with some more armor, ammo, med kit, and a little rifle. So now you could take that car, let's say if you zip line down there, you could take that car and just cause havoc if you wanted to, do whatever you want to do. I don't think I really changed too much of this area. I added this little tower with the light, and that's about it. I added these little details to this area because it felt a little blank. I detailed this whole thing. This checkpoint now has some detail as well as an interior. So as you can see in here, it's nicely lit with a little ceiling fan, a little desk, and some ammo. If you come up here, there's also some stuff up here, like some more health and armor. I really just wanted to not make it too hard. So there's health and armor everywhere, so long as you put the time to look for it, basically. So that's kind of all going on. And if you move on from there, you will make your way up there and finish the whole level. But going on from that point, from real wow, recording live is kind of hard. But basically, besides all of this area, that's all of the new stuff for the most part. Everything else has just been AI. Like, I basically detailed this whole area while I was MIA, and added this little path and stuff like that. Really, besides that, everything else is mostly the same. This tunnel still looks the same. Really, what's been taking up the most time has just been play testing the level. It's just taken an enormous amount of time to do it. It's been really hard, honestly. It's a lot harder than you would think, because I really wanted to get it perfect. I wanted to get it down. I wanted to make sure that no matter which path you took, it would be fun. So oh yeah, and I also added this. Check this out, this little base right here, because I felt like when playtesting that if players went from the tunnel out, it was all kind of just like empty, you know. There was nothing to really grab your attention from one place to the next. So there is actually a couple things I added from here on. This house stayed mostly the same, but if you remember that little path we made, there is this little back path that we put into the level where there's like a little grapple to swing you over a little ledge. I fixed up this whole area. It was kind of like messed up. A lot of stuff was floating around here, so I fixed all of that. Added some deformation on the grass and stuff to make it look pass through. Now there's AI, and I also detailed this whole little hut right here. So now you could see it's nice and lit up by a lamp. There's some explosives, and if you come in through here, as you can see, there's like little dust flying around. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. There is weapons, ammo, just like a nice little operations, a base of operations right here. And if we take this little route down here, you can see that I did some terrain deformation on the paths to make it look more interesting, because when walking through here, I noticed that it was a little bit flat. So I just wanted to make it look a little bit more realistic with some terrain deformation on the paths that people would take. And in the city, I don't think I really changed all that much. I added all the interiors, so now this shed has some stuff, some throwing knives, a med kit. If you go in through here, there is this little area with a nice little shotgun and some armor piercing rounds. This interior is now also filled up with an M16, some armor. Yeah, a bunch of loot everywhere. I wanted to reward players for looting. So in this place right here, there's also I don't know why this one's just glitched out. I tried to fix it, don't know what's going on there, can't really do anything about it, so it's just gonna have to stay like that. But there's some throwing knives, a nice little Uzi, and another interior right there. And then if you come in through here, I finally added this door, which I needed to fix actually, so let me do that right now. I kept telling myself I was gonna do this and I didn't, so here I am doing it right now. Bam. And now this is also nicely lit. I took out all the American flags and stuff so that it looks more setting appropriate, but I think the lighting in here looks great. When playtesting, I realized that you actually spend a lot of time inside of here. So I also noticed that I forgot to put a door here. But yeah, I usually hold out in this building because of the amount of enemies I have in the city. I wanted the city, not really a city, but I wanted this area to basically be where the most enemies are at. I wanted to be like the biggest fighting arena. So I made it that basically. There's a lot of enemies that spawn. I'm gonna do one quick little play test on video on this video so that you guys can see, and then I'll release a trailer and then my full gameplay later on when I release it, so you get all the best graphics or whatever. But I am gonna play it just so you guys can get a taste of what is to come basically. But yeah, this whole area now looks really nice. If we come out through this door, you'll see that I knocked down this little fence right here, and I also need to fix this. Bam. But now I knocked down this fence because there's now an opening here. This wasn't here before. The rocks would come up to the fence, but once again, I just wanted to give players options. So now they could take this water tower up where they'll find a little sniper, or they could kill the sniper from the below and then come in and sneak into the gas station from the side instead of having to go all the way around. Just wanted to like make it so that stealth is possible. And now I've done a lot of playtesting. Stealth is definitely hard, but it is possible. I've done stealth. I was able to get through the entire level undetected, and it works just fine. Don't mind me, I'm just taking a little sip of water because all this talking is hurting my throat. But I also detailed back here. I added these little targets because I put a bow and arrow here, so I just wanted some nice little storytelling for why there's an arrow there. So there's some like targets on the backyard now, as well as some loot up here, some armor. And then besides that, the city has stayed mostly the same. If we move on from over there, you will see that in the beginning of the level, there is now quite a couple new options for players to take. So you of course will spawn right here. I flipped this truck around because before you would be standing in front of the enemies. So now I flipped the truck around, put it so that you spawn in basically right here and you're in cover. You can start off stealthily if you so please. You can get through here. This has all been mostly the same. I made some changes right here so that you're able to go around the truck. This wasn't possible before. And now if you come out here, there's some couple changes. First of all, this wall is now broken because I wanted to, it's also now more open. There were some more trees here, but I took it all down because I wanted to give players more of a sign, like a signal that like, hey, you can go down this way, you can go forward, it's really up to you. And I wanted to make it more obvious that this was a path to take. So real quick, we'll look at this way first. As you can see, I cleared up a lot of the trees that were here, put some grass, made it look really nice. So now you get a really perfect view of the water tower. It gives people an idea like, hey, you know what, that's probably a good position to take. Also that red light, you know, like you can get like the idea, oh, this is like where the enemies are, this is probably where a target is. Or you can go this way, so you can either go down right there, or you can go to the right where you will find a little grapple that you can take down into the bottom of this little house right here. You can sneak around, do what you need to do. So now there's a whole option right there as well. And yeah, so like now this whole area has been opened up since before. Also, you can see a little leaves falling. I know, it looks great. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but man, I'm like really proud of like the visuals. I also changed the lighting. I don't really remember how it looked before, but I definitely made some changes. I made it more vibrant, made the sky more blue, enhanced the colors a little bit. I feel like it looks a little better now, more interesting, more saturated. And also, this is the other new path I put. Before, this was literally all forest and you really couldn't walk. And when playtesting, I noticed that, you know, like, because of the enemies, you would end up going into this forest where you would just be in a bunch of bushes and stuff. So I decided to make this its own little path to take, its own lane, as well as adding this little checkpoint right here where enemies will be, as well as some more cover, because it was just kind of like, I felt like it was annoying for players to have to go through basically a straight road with no cover. So I added some cover, made it look pretty interesting as I could, as realistic as I could, so that you can get to this point and you'll find a nice little lamp in here that's also new, some loot that you could take and do what you need to do. And yeah, this is all brand new basically. Like, this stuff was not here before, so now players could go and be stealthy through the sidelines. They can take the fight straight on, or they can go down and around. They can go this way, they can go that way, they can go whatever way they so please, as long as they kill the 4 people. They are good to go basically. So that is basically everything. That is all the new locations, all the new things that I've added since the last episode. And since this is the finale, I guess I should just say my final thoughts, which are, I can't believe it's over. It's really done. I can go ahead and close this out, and this out, and this out, and this out, to give you guys a full screen visual of this map. I mean, look at it, guys. It's really over. Like, that's it. I really finished. It's done. There's only just a tiny couple new little tweaks I need to make before I can set it off into the world, for whoever wants to play it, share it online. I'm really excited for that part. And I mean, dude, it looks really good. Like, God, like, look at that mountain, look at the rocks, look at the base. It looks really good. Like, I'm super proud of what I was able to do here. I think it all looks really nice. It also plays really good, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that in just a second. But yeah, I mean, this is really it. Like, this was a whole series that I've done. I'm so glad I saw it through to the end. I'm just now noticing that these are floating. Oh my god. So yeah, these are like the small things that I'll be fixing tomorrow. But this is really it. I think this is this is the best thing I've created yet. And I really I don't know, I'm like nervous because I don't know if I'll ever be able to surpass this. I'll be honest. This is like the most open-ended level I've ever made. It's the most like diverse. It's the most everything. It's the one that took the most time, the most effort, and I don't know. I really don't have any other words to say except I'm just proud. I'm really proud of it. I think all the POIs look beautiful. All the arenas look good. So many options, and yeah, that's all I could really say. And I'm so glad that I was able to bring whoever watches this along with along the ride with me. You know, like, I started this all the way back in, I think, July, August, sometime August, September, I don't even remember, but it was a long time ago. Like, this is like a couple months in the making, and it's done. It's really done, and I'm so happy it is done. So let's go ahead and give it a play. Yeah, so we'll just ignore that. I'm really scared I won't be able to publish it. There's still like this thing in the back of my head that's telling me that I've exceeded the memory budget, like I always do, and I'll have to like find out some way to fix it. But I'll worry about that tomorrow. For now, I would like to just play the level and show you guys and take you guys along for the ride. So there's 3 classes. They're all balanced in some way. I also put the objective as the name, so have to get to the plane. That's just like the objective of the level, so that people, I don't know, because you can't really put objectives on the like screen, so this is the only way to like give people a hint as to what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I just put it on the class names. But the classes are basically like the loud class, which has an AK, a little Uzi thing, RPG, and a deagle. Some throwing knives and some grenades. Then you have like the middle class, which I wanted to be more of a balance. So you have an SMG, you have an AR, you have a shotgun, and you have a little grenade launcher. I believe this is still the best class overall, but the RPG is pretty useful because there's helicopters and stuff. So I think this is also still a good class. And then there's just like a stealth class where all your stealth, you have a suppressed pistol and you have some arrows, a bow and arrow to go stealth. And these 2 options right here have no stealth, but there are suppressed weapons you can find, and there is a bow and arrow you can find. So if you want to go loud, you also have the option to be stealthy, because both these classes have throwing knives. That's the only stealth tool you really have, and rocks. So you could be stealthy if you want. So I'm not gonna go full on stealth. I'll just go nice down the middle with the middle class here. There won't be any sound because I have to stay muted. Or I guess I could put some sound. Hold on. See, the thing is that my mic is gonna pick it up, so I can't exactly do that actually. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know if OBS is like taking in the sound or not. I have no idea. Yeah, we'll just start playing. So bam, we're in. Like, this is actually the level. I hope I don't just die immediately. We'll try to take these guys out stealthily if we can. Boom. Oh, I missed the throwing knife, of course, because I kind of suck. And we're going loud. We're going loud. It's just how it's gonna have to be. What's annoying is that when I do have the sound on, because I have so many effects in the game, some of the sound effects and some of the blood effects are just like disabled. So there's no like gun sounds for most of the guns, or any of that, which is a shame for sure. And we'll just like boom. We'll just get this guy out of here as well. I'm just thinking that, oh god, ignore that. Ignore that guy just screaming for his life. We'll just put it down because I think it'll record the audio so long as I'm not muted. But yeah, we'll just go in and just kind of move on from that. A lot of enemies, as you can see. It's basically a shooting gallery. If you go loud, I wanted to make sure that if you go loud, you go loud. Like, you're gonna have a good time just like shooting a bunch of enemies. I don't know why I'm on fire. As you can see, like, the fire is just gone. Like, there's no fire effects. So I don't know when people are throwing fire at me. I don't know what's going on there. But we'll just, you know, we'll keep it going. I feel like now that I'm recording, it's like I forgot how to play the game. And let me tell you guys, I played this so many times. I honestly should be a pro at this point with the amount of times I have played this. Like, I know this level like the back of my hand at this point. But you know, it do be like that sometimes, I guess. Damn it, dude! Like, I'm forgetting the controls. I'm nervous now that I'm playing. I'm playing on a recording. Hopefully this recording is good. Like, I'm kind of scared it won't be because it's like live. But I mean, I'm trying my best out here. So it's kind of hard playing without audio right now. I'm realizing that the audio really helps. I could just go grab my headphones, but I would have to take the blanket off, and I'm not really trying to do that right now. So as you can see, I'm kind of ignoring, but like, this was the point, you know, like, this is how I play games. Like, I usually play games like this anyways. Like, I go run and gun, but there's just options, because I know a lot of players, especially like people who played Far Cry 5 maps in 2025, Like, I doubt they're like pro PC gamers, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that I'm a pro PC gamer, but I imagine like the audience that will be playing this level is going to be very casual. So there's just a lot of casual options. You know, you could really take it slow if you wanted to. Me, on the other hand, like I'm basically a Far Cry 5 Crimson Shores Episode 2 master at this point. So there is really no need for me to go that nuts with it. Bam, there is the first target. And I do have the RPG. So, oh, I don't have the RPG, that's right. So I have to, you know, boom, bam. Now I'm just going to try to play this fast. I'll save the real gameplay for the real gameplay. Like, this is just a showcase that the level is fully functioning at this point. Because it is fully functioning at this point. So, oh, this guy's still alive. We'll just blow him up. Yep, bam. As you can see, no explosion effects because who needs those anyways, right? I mean, do we really need explosion effects? They're kind of unnecessary when you think about them. Let's be real. And we'll just move on to this house. You know, I'm kind of skipping a lot of the firefights, but that's the thing, though, is that even though I'm skipping the firefights, as you can see, I've made it so that there's always enemies to fight. Like, they're going to be in front of you no matter what. They're going to drive a truck right into your face. Boom. Forget about that guy. He sucks. You know, it's always going to be a thing. It's always going to be a thing. It's always going to be a hassle. Like, you're not going to just skip all the AI and, like, break the game. I made sure this is really hard to just break unless you've played the game, like, a million times and you know exactly where to go. But even then, like, I thought I could break the game by just driving straight to the other side and, like, driving around and just spawning all the AI. But no, like, that's honestly its own experience. And to prove it, I could actually go ahead and get a car and do exactly that. But although I think it's kind of too late for me right now. Matter of fact, I think I might die. I'm kind of like trapped here right now. We'll just put this onto the single fire. And we'll just pick these guys off, you know. And we got some guys behind us as well. But it's just so cool playing this game, like playing my level right now. Like, it's honestly wild. Like, it actually works. There's people running around trying to kill me. I mean, I'm playing it right now, as you can see on the bottom right there. I'm playing at 21 FPS, so it's not exactly like I'm not really high-end gaming right now. But I know that for sure the performance is a lot better once I upload it and play it from the arcade, like officially. Right now, since I'm playing through the editor, the performance is just like jank as hell. Ooh, I'm next to some explosive barrels that I really don't want to die from right now. Like, I'm really trying to just finish the level and show the people it is possible, because it is possible, I promise. It is a long level. Like, dude, every time I play test this, I really have to just give in like 30 minutes of my time, like, straight up. It's like it takes a while to finish. It's long. It takes a minute. There's a lot of enemies, a lot of places to go, which is a good thing. I'm not saying I'm like mad about that. As a matter of fact, it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a level to be like this, nice and long. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, don't die, please, don't die. Don't die. Oh my god. We're okay. We're okay. See, like, I'm having a pretty hard time right now, and I did just skip like a whole arena. Like, I didn't go down to the town at all. But you know what? I planned for that because there's a script that I put down that once you kill the objective leader, that control zone disappears. So you will be chased by the people that were guarding that guy if you decide to, like, skip it and not kill them. Alright, that guy's far away. I don't think we need to worry about him. But bam, as you can see, this is a lot better than climbing rocks. A lot more, like, readable as a thing. And I do this every time because, I mean, dude, I'm a sucker for ragdolls in games. Like, every chance I get, I will kick a guy off the mountain. Like, it's just in my blood, really. So bam, see you later, dude. And he's gone. Hopefully I'm not gonna pay the price for this and die. Oh my god, I really will. Oh my god. Oh, Whoo-wee. I almost did just pay the price and die. No cap. Look at that. He doesn't even know where I am. We could just sneak up right behind him and blink, blink. Yeah, but then we'll just go in here. We'll pick up some armor, and we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. Let's go get the guy in the. I still have some grenades to throw out. We'll get the guy in the base right here, because this is what we need to do. This is the goal of the game. You have to kill all 4 targets. As you can see, this guy on the tower, if we can get him out stealthily, that will be perfect. Ooh, I nailed his ass. Oops. I'm just gonna keep the cursing in here, bro. I mean, honestly, like, I'm not really a family-friendly channel. I mean, YouTube literally makes me say it, so I just will, you know. Now where is my target? Oh, there he is. Look at him. Oh, he's still alive. He's still alive. There we go. And he's gone. He's done. All right, last target all the way on the top. Now he is kind of the hardest one to get to. I honestly think the play is to just grab a car, drive up there, and murder him, because I mean, genuinely, like, you're crazy if you think I'm about to kill all those people. Like, look at the compass right now. Do you see the compass? It's over. And my throat hurts, so I'm not trying to sit here and commentate for another half hour trying to kill everybody. We'll just go in super quick, super fast, drive this car up there, get that last target, and make sure he never sees the light of day, and we'll just run this guy over too. I guess not. He just didn't feel like it. He wasn't really a fan of the idea of being run over. Okay. Now, it's gonna be hard to find where my target is. I'm realizing. Because I actually don't know where he is. He's usually around here somewhere. That is not him. That's not him. Come on, where is he at? He's a guy with a bow and arrow. I know this guy like the back of my hand. He's somewhere out here somewhere. Damn, dude, he must have chased me or something. Oh, I think this might be him. Nope, this is also just some guy. Random pedestrian at this point. Oh, that's him right there. Bam. And we're out of here. We're out of here. Before these other guys catch up to me. We are out of there. So as you can see, this level is not too hard, you know? You could really just, like, oh my god. Oh my god. We'll just skip these. We'll just skip this. We'll just skip this. We'll skip this. We'll kill the target. And we'll be out of here. Oh my god, they saw me. Oh god, they saw me. Oh god, they saw me. I should probably put some cover here. Honestly, I just added this little path. This was like the last thing I did before I started recording, so I should probably add like some sort of cover. I'm realizing that I'm now surrounded because I did not kill all these people back here. Oh my god, they're smart. They're smart enough to run to me. Oh shit. Oh snap. Uh-oh. This is not good. Let's go into the tunnel. I think it's my safest bet, honestly. It's my safest bet. It's the safest bet I got. We'll just punch that guy in the face, no problem. It's just what we gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you really just gotta punch somebody in the face. It just be like that. I'm running low on ammo. This is not good. This is not good. None of the helicopters came, which is interesting. I think I kind of broke the spawns by missing out the second, by not spawning in those first enemies at the bar or whatever. But you know, it's fine, whatever. You guys will see the helicopters on the real official. Oh crap! Oh, I don't even have no grenades or anything. That's not good. At some point, I killed the target. I don't even remember when I did that. But let's just go. Bam, get to the plane, objective complete, accelerate before they blow us to pieces, and get to the skies. And we are out. We are out of there. Wait. Oh, I was going to do the... you could fly the plane under the bridge, but I guess we'll just leave it at that. But there you go, guys. That is the finale. That's the ending of the level. Like, that's it. It's done. We did it. It's over. We don't have to do it anymore. We are done with this series. Now, one last thing I want to say before I log off. I just wanted to point out the fact that I was able to install Unreal Engine on my computer. What does this mean? This means that I want to start learning it and spending a lot of time on there. So for the future of this channel, uploads will probably be really scarce. Like, I don't want to say that, but at the same time, I just want to be honest, because before the plan was to just start the next level immediately after, once I got the inspiration and the drive to do it, which would probably be like a week from now, right? But I just feel like I really want to start learning Unreal Engine. I really want to get that under my belt. I want to start putting some time into it. I want to start making my own things on there. So I think we can do one more of these. I might change up the format a little bit. I might make it some live recordings. I don't really know yet. I do want to make that next level. There will be more. There will be another series doing the next little thing on this Far Cry editor. But I just don't expect it to be as consistent, even though this really wasn't consistent to begin with. But I just expect it to be a little bit longer between episodes or whatever, because in the meantime, like in the betweens of recording like episodes for that, I will be putting a lot of time into Unreal Engine and really learning it and starting to make some progress on there, because that's really the future I want for myself. So that being said, after I make the trailer, after I release this, after I make the gameplay, there will probably be a pretty big hiatus while I try to figure out what I want to do next exactly. And then we'll start our next series. Planet Coaster, I actually do have another episode lined up for that. I'm not super sure if I'll be able to finish that series. There's actually a pretty good chance. I just don't want to make any promises. But I do have another episode lined up, so I might get around to editing and recording that one soon. And maybe that'll just be on the sidelines every now and then. But once we finish Planet Coaster, there'll probably not be another like double series thing going on the channel. Maybe I'll do something with Unreal. Maybe I have a really good idea for like an Unreal Engine learning video kind of thing where I like try to make a game or something like that. I don't know. We'll just figure it out. I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, so expect some time between this series and the next one. But when we do start that next series, I do have a lot of ideas, and I definitely want to make it. So like, it's not gonna go anywhere. Like, ignore my AC literally ruining the vibe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I really hope that this gravitates to somebody out there, and somebody watches this and they find it interesting how we went from literally nothing to this, and all the progress I made in the editing of the videos and everything. I think it's come a long way, and I mean, this level has come a very long way. I mean, look at it. It looks awesome. Like, it looks like an island. Like, this looks like Far Cry. Like, this looks like something you would see in a Far Cry game, and I just could not be more proud about it. So I'm so happy that I was able to record it from literally from start to finish. Maybe not exactly to finish, because I didn't get the last parts, but yeah, I mean, this is just awesome, and I really enjoyed every second of making this happen. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.